Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live. It's a Sunday night, a special Sunday night, because we're going to have a special guest, an international traveler, an international man of mystery. It will be International Stacker. I love to say international because it's also a trucking company, and we have some good folks that have popped in already. They're ready for this live stream. And while we wait for International Stacker to arrive, we will go ahead and do a little comment review while we await our friend here. So let's get on, and as soon as he pops in, we will find out together what this conspiracy is all about, because I really don't know either. So hello to all viewers here. Appreciate you guys popping in here. So let's hit the ball running here with some of these comments while we await for International Stacker. Andy Z and says, how low does silver have to go before you give up on it? Video. He says, the point is to not put all your money in one asset. Very true. Diversifying the metals, crypto, fiat, real estate, and stocks. If you have only 5 to 10% in metals, it serves as an insurance policy, as a protection against currency devaluation and inflation. As the price of silver has been going down. You know, I tell you what, yes, it's true. We'll never go to zero, and fiat and cryptos can. But the other thing is that, you know, they say that anywhere in a range between 5% to 20% in metals. And I'm probably closer to that 20%, probably more than 20%. But you're right. Diversify. Hello, half dollar. Good to see you, my friend. And Pre-33 Collectors here. Barbara's here. There's a little sip for her. I got the coffee going here. Silver Honda's here. Very good. Well, we're just going through some comments here while we wait our special guest. Diversify, diversify, diversify. Precious metals are fun, but don't bet your future on one thing ever. Always fun to listen to you, Sal. Keep it up. Well, thank you, the Toso 13. Appreciate it. And you're right. Diversification is the key indeed. All right. Good to see you guys. Hit the ball running, Sal. So, yeah, that's right. Hit the ball running. And it'd be hard to hit the ball while you're running, but hey, I just love using baseball analogies whenever I can. Actually, no, I don't. I don't know. It's just something that I just remember. Centurion Silver says, spooky about the announcement for the conspiracy of Salivate Metals, which is what this live stream is about. We are awaiting right now the arrival of International Stacker. Hopefully he'll be here soon. Coinsense Anon says Coinsense Nonsense. Hey, I'm still a buyer. I'm mostly a collector. The spot to premium ratio on some series that a collector has gotten worse, but can't think about that when I'm 3 coins in a 5-coin set. Prices will go back up eventually, then making up ground, buying fractional gold to offset my silver pain, if that makes sense. Yes, indeed. And as a collector, yeah, those coins aren't affected as much, we've seen. Their premiums don't go down. By the way, a word about the Fortitude rounds. Eric, somebody else posted a video. I think it was All Is One now. Got numbers 2 and 3. So a lot of people must have ordered right at the very beginning, that first hour or whatever. But anyway, so International Stacker is here with us. Hello, International Stacker.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good to see you. Indeed. All right. Very cool.
How are my levels? How are my levels?
Our levels are level-headed. They're great, great levels. I'm going to stop my screen share now that you're here. Very good. Good to see you. Indeed. Well, everybody, this is International Stacker with us. And if you just go into the search bar in YouTube and just type International Stacker, he'll pop right on up. I encourage you to subscribe to his channel. So welcome, sir. And this conspiracy, man, oh man, we've got the hype up on that. Can you further elaborate? This is interesting how this conspiracy came about.
So I happen to have a document in front of me right now marked confidential.
Ooh.
Yeah, if only you could see. My international stacking investigators have been investigating. Pretty much this started off with an incident which I think a lot of viewers are aware with. I was en route from Washington, D.C. to San Diego, and my plane was impacted, and some think it was possibly impacted telepathically. And that's when yourself said within 5 minutes we had hit turbulence. And guess what happened?
You hit it within 30 seconds.
Within 30 seconds. And it's on video. So that started me thinking while I was right on the plane, had a while to go, and I was like, you know what? Something's not right here. Something is not right. I've seen several of your streams before where I felt a little something strange was amiss. So I've got three of my own possibilities, but then I'm gonna share some other viewers' ideas as well. So the first one is that you are possibly psychic.
Oh, okay.
Now the reason for this is there's been multiple instances of prediction. First, the airplane. Second, there was a stream when you predicted somebody's cheeseburger was going to be delicious. I don't know if you remember that stream.
Oh, whoa, wow. You know, sometimes I do like to make safe predictions too.
And then there was a prediction where you're trying to predict the name of a child, but I'm not sure how that worked out because he's not born till December.
Right. I think I missed that one. I think I messed that one up. They told me the name was completely different. I think they were going to call the child Mark, and I suggested some other name. Crazy.
I think you said Tyler.
Tyler, maybe, yes, that's right. I think I probably did say Tyler. Yes. I got that one wrong.
There's a second option here, and I'm thinking you may be an alien. This is due to the fact that I have on recording you clearly saying greeting Earthlings.
Yes, I saw your video where I indeed say that. You captured that. That's right. Yes.
And in fact, to support this statement, one of your viewers, Terra Radiox, I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly.
Rabadoo, yeah.
But they said perhaps you'll reveal your true identity, that you're an alien.
Ah, yes, indeed. Yes, she did say that. And it was a slip of the forked tongue when I said greetings, Earthlings. Oops, did I say forked? Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. And here's the thing, too, the slurping sound in the background that you try to say is you sip, taking a drink of something. Perhaps that's how you breathe.
Oh, now that you're on to something there. That's, yeah. I tell you what, these are things that cannot be substantiated, and I will not confirm nor deny any of this. But, and that's just it. That also goes to my disclaimer. Actually, I can confirm and I can deny, but I won't. So we'll have to leave that mystery there as to whether or not I'm actually an alien.
I have a third possible conspiracy that I have a bit more evidence for.
Okay.
So I think you may, and me and my researchers think you might possibly be tied to the Illuminati.
Well, I tell you what, people say that when I walk into a room that I kind of dull in the room. People look at me and they think, well, this guy's dull. He's kind of, not necessarily dark, but just, he doesn't really light up a room like, some other people do, they light up a room. So I think I can probably conceivably say, especially by those of the opposite sex, that I do not light up a room, which means that I'm not a member of the Illuminati. So there's a lot of bright people out there that illuminate the room when they walk in. I'm not one of them. I wish I could say that was the case.
Here's the thing, though. That video where you had the CCT slides, did you notice that if you were to flip the Freemason symbol upside down, it was exactly a CCT slide?
Oh, whoa, yeah. You know what? I wondered, yeah, you're right.
Did you notice that the word Barnabas has 8 letters and Salivate Metal has 13 letters? And 13 minus 8 equals 5. And then the third day would be the third of one of the, if you had 5 letters, the third letter is C. Then plus 3 is G. Did you notice that?
I didn't. Well, you know what? I can't say whether I noticed that. Those are messages and signals that I can't or I won't. I could confirm and I could deny them, but I won't.
And in fact, one of your viewers, Chris M, says, "You're a light in the darkness, illuminated one."
Whoa, wow, man. Well, that's great. Wow. Thank you. At $half-dollar1 here says that, if I tell you the truth about silver, I could be Illuminati silver. There is a channel on YouTube called Illuminati Silver.
I have seen that channel.
Yeah. So maybe.
Okay. I have a few more to throw out there. These are from the viewers. These are comments on mine and your channel. So Yankee Stacker says that maybe your Q ain't on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that's a new one. I've not heard that one. That's a possibility.
we also have the Barnabas connection. So some think Barnabas might have been a stacker who went missing. Some thinks it's your split personality. And then someone said it might be Mr. T.
Yes, now that's true. Yes, I've heard that. And the thing is, I don't know if you got my comments about that, but you know who Barabbas was, right?
Yes.
And Barnabas, yes, and Paul, yeah. So the biblical connection there is just. But you know what? I tell you what, I will say this, and this is I'm speaking completely truthfully here. Some of these things that you said, that you brought up here, in all seriousness, I'm saying this with a straight face. There is some crazy, not the alien stuff, but I won't confirm or deny that. But some of the other things that were said, there are some other little connections out there that are personal, that are outside of YouTube, that make their way back into me personally. And I'll leave it at that. But there is a little bit out there that I think that there could be some credibility to some of the very minor things, but enough to kind of make you think. Like, for instance, me predicting the turbulence.
that was all joking aside, that was crazy.
That was crazy. I wasn't, as you know, I like to joke around. Of course, you understand my sense of humor. So when it actually happened, and you were in here on the chat side here, I was like amazed, and the fact that you filmed it was just brilliant. That was just awesome. This is to me, it may not mean anything to a lot of other people, just because of the fun of it. I thought that was one of the funniest moments, on YouTube, and your reaction to it and your video of it was even better than my prediction, in my opinion.
My eyes went big, and I heard like the X-Files like soundtrack in my head.
Yeah. That's perfect. It was perfect. Well, cool. Well, there we go. So there you have it, folks. The conspiracy, we've kind of fed into the conspiracy and a little bit here. And let me, I had my thing highlighted. I'm going to have yours highlighted there. So there you have it. So now the question is let's get to know a little bit about International Stacker. Again, if you go to you just search it out. I need to put your link to your channel in my description. But can you tell us a little bit about what got you into precious metals? How, about what age or what kind of woke you up to the importance and the fun and the joy of stacking precious metals, because you're on a journey to stack precious metals.
Yes. It's funny. So I've been contracted in the Middle East for like 8 or 9 years. And so out here, we have a lot of free time when we're not working. So like I would end up sometimes like 4 or 5 hours deep in YouTube.
Okay.
And then I happened upon a couple stacking videos, but like I just like could go through it real quick and be like, what is this? I don't know. And then move on. So then fast forward a little bit, I started mining Bitcoin. I saw Bitcoin like, in its early stages. So then I bought some machines from China, plugged them in, and just let them mine. And for me out here, power is free. So it was a no-brainer.
Nice. Wow.
So I was doing that, and I told a buddy at work about it. And he's like, hey, you know what I've been getting into? He's like, I've been like stacking gold and silver. I'm like, what's that? So like he told me about gold and silver. And then like I told him about like, what I was doing with Bitcoin. And it was like a small skill, thing. It wasn't anything crazy. So anyways, as he taught me more about it, I'm like, dude, that makes total sense. So I just started stacking gold and silver. And I think I made my first purchase in June of 2016. Okay. And I had started mining Bitcoin maybe a year and a half before that. So he got me into stacking gold and silver, and I actually got him into Bitcoin. And the funny thing is I got him in, I think when I got him in, it was around like $1,000 a coin. Right. And he bought in hardcore, and then he sold when it hit 17,000. It was crazy.
Wow, he did really well on that. That is amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my journey, and ever since then I've been stacking. And as you see from my videos, I travel internationally a lot. So I think I'm going to start catching a lot more of that on video and trying to buy precious metals in different countries and show some of the challenges and things that go along with that.
I think that would be really cool, and I think that'll really help set you apart from other, channels out there, because I think it'll be fascinating to see how silver and gold are viewed in other countries. Because I know in the Middle East, there was a guy here on YouTube named 24K and he lives in Saudi Arabia,
Hmm.
and he gets a lot of gold at very close to spot, but silver is kind of hard to come by. Silver, especially in a lot of in the Middle East, is not quite as it's kind of hard to get from what I understand.
Yeah, it's actually super expensive in Saudi Arabia. I asked a place I was at, and he's like, I can get you a bar, but I forget at the time. But I mean, the price over spot was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. Wow.
I almost thought about trying to bring a tube of Eagles here because all of my silver and gold I buy, I ship home to my address in the United States.
Hmm.
And then when I go home to visit, I just have like an unboxorama. So that's why you'll see a few videos, then like maybe no videos, and then a ton. So I
Right.
almost thought maybe I should bring some Eagles back here and try to trade it for some gold, see if they would do that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be interesting to see. That's awesome. So that's neat how you got it. So you relatively new to stacking. And you say you contract, you mostly go to the Middle East though, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm usually in Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia. Right, right, yeah. And working under contract, are you allowed to say, or I don't want to step on it, ask too personal of a question as far as what your contract work is, but I've always found it fascinating to see, expats, or what are people working overseas and what they do. We had a guy named Dell Rugby PM who did some contract work in Kuwait, and he went to Saudi Arabia from time to time.
Yeah, yeah. I do like emergency management related stuff, like disaster management and mitigation type stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So they keep me busy, and I see someone just mentioned that maybe I met a reptilian on the plane. Are you a reptilian, Sal?
Oh yeah, yeah, possibly so. Yeah, yeah. That's you never know. You never know. I have some people think I'm cold blooded, right? So, but yeah, that's awesome. And well, very good. So as far as traveling to Saudi Arabia, of course, with what you do, um, you obviously stay over at different airports, and I think you talked about stopping over in London, and that's where you lost the Silver Slacker bar.
Yes, it was so lame. Like, and you guys, I mean, if you've seen all the videos, you know what I went through. But what happened is on AppMex, I bought it. It straight up said it was the Silver Slacker bar. So I bought it, but instead I got the really shiny Jaeger poured silver version. So
Right.
like I was like pissed. I made a video about it. I'm like, what the heck? So then like I finally found his bar, finally bought it. It was a whole ordeal. I had to like it was over YouTube and it was like kind of expensive. And I was like, I'm gonna make a video all over the world with this because it's like a phoenix flying. So I was like shooting it at all these different airports, and then I lost it. I think it was the London airport. Lost it.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. It's cool.
So I was gonna say I went and bought 3 more after that. I'm trying to corner the market now.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's awesome. So, what other places have you traveled that is pretty interesting, um, in your journeys there?
All over the place. Jordan,
Nice.
Israel,
Wow.
Bahrain, the UAE, which is Dubai and Abu Dhabi,
Right.
Spain, Germany, France, Ireland, England. I went to Japan.
Nice.
I've been to South Korea, Brazil, all over the place.
Right. Wow. That's amazing. It's
And
pretty.
I'm not rich by any means, although it might look crazy on YouTube. But I save my money. I've got an awesome job that enables me to travel a lot.
Sure.
And really, like I sacrifice now to stack as hard as I can because I consider these prices to be low where I think it's going to be going. So
Right.
I'm just like, everything I have extra, I'm putting towards this stuff, and I'm not doing it. And in Saudi Arabia, it's easy to do that, right? Because they just barely got movie theaters here.
Right. Exactly.
It's not like
right.
there's stuff to spend your money on. So
Right.
I just like to do it on stacking.
Yes. Wise decision for sure. Yeah. And that's amazing. It really is. So what people can go to your channel and see what you've kind of collected, but for those who aren't as familiar with you, what do you like to stack, or what do you like to collect, or a little bit of both?
My favorite to stack is sovereign coins. So
Right.
obviously I like to make a good base, American Silver Eagles and stuff like that.
Right.
But like I like a lot of the Scottsdale minted, like limited mintages for these smaller countries.
Right.
And I like to buy stuff for my stack that I can flip and make my stack work for itself, is what I call it.
Right.
So I've done really good with those. Like I bought a bunch of those Ghana leopards, and I ended up with the 100 CDs.
Oh, nice.
The error, yeah. So I got like a couple of those. So I flipped those.
Cool.
And then I got really deep into Silver Slacker as I started stacking. I watched his videos for like probably 6 months before I even like started buying things. So
Yeah.
of course I got a bunch of the MK bars. The poured silver is awesome. And a lot of people say, man, you have all this high premium stuff, but like my average cost per ounce is like 19 bucks. And if considering all the super high premium stuff and all the poured silver, I think I did pretty well. And that's because I only buy stuff on sale.
Right.
The poured silver, I'll only buy it if it's on sale. So if there's a piece I really want, I'll just watch it until I can find it.
So you just have the stuff shipped back to the States, I assume, right?
Yep. And it's funny too, because my videos, so I'll go home and I'll have like 20 or 30 boxes, and I'll just shoot a video with each box unboxing it, and then I'll just start posting it. So all of a sudden you might see my activity drop or very few videos.
Right.
And then you'll just see like, bam, bam, I'll just start hitting it. But then I'll get kind of behind. Like I know Silver Baggins, and shout out to Silver Baggins. I think he's in the house. I went his GAW, and he had to wait for like 3 weeks to actually see me post it, because where it was in my videos and it tied into my Washington, D.C. and my other video.
Right.
You know, I had to keep it going in the right order. Otherwise it would have got all messed up. And I actually lost like probably 8 unboxing videos on this last go around.
Oh, wow.
Got deleted by mistake when I was transferring it.
Oh man. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So are you East Coast or West Coast when you're back in the States, I guess?
West Coast, California.
West Coast. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Yeah, very good.
It's actually 1 a.m. for me right now. I like woke up special for this stream.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's right, because you're in Saudi Arabia right now. Well, wow. Well, thank you, sir. Man, I tell you, that's right. It is late over there for sure. Yeah.
It's cool. Thanks for having me. I think the people wanted to answer.
Yeah.
And I still don't know if we got to the bottom of it, like Barnabas, but I think if they do a little bit of research around, they can maybe start to unravel the mystery.
And I think if they go and watch your video announcing this, they should watch that video too, I think, you know.
So I'll give a hint to everyone in the stream right now. I'm going to be doing a GAW. I'm planning in the near future, and I'm going to try to make it one of the most epic GAWs ever to have occurred on YouTube.
That's a giveaway, if you guys don't know. GOW. GOW is an acronym for giveaway. Yeah,
give away some free silver or maybe something else. We'll see. But anyways, if you go to the video that I posted, the last video right now that I posted about this, if you watch the video in the entire way through, it's going to give you some clues that if you follow, it's going to give you an advantage when this GAW comes out. So I'll leave it at that.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're okay with an international stacker, we will take some questions from the chat side. And if you want to ask a question specifically for international stacker, put 3, count them, 3 asterisks before your question. And we'll do that. Are you cool with that, international stacker? You got a little bit. I know I'm woken you up in the middle of the night here. We won't keep you too long.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Right. Sounds good. So Mateo Man asks about Canadians in Saudi Arabia. Have you met any Canadians out there?
There's actually a lot of Canadians. And we actually, with all the, so you know about the recent thing that happened with Canada and Saudi Arabia?
No, actually, I don't.
So like the Canadian foreign minister, like basically tweeted something saying you guys need to release some people that you arrested that were doing a protest. And in Saudi Arabia, a protest is like a big no-no.
Right.
So anyways, because of that, like Saudi Arabia is like kind of broke off diplomatic relations. They kicked the ambassador, all this and that. So there are a ton of Canadians here, but like right now, like Saudi businesses are having to cancel all their contracts with Canadian companies. If people have like travels to Canada and they work for like the Saudi government, they have to cancel the trips. So right now, Canadian students in Canada are having to leave school. It's crazy.
Man, wow. That is
all over a tweet.
Yeah, crazy. Wow. All right. Well, Silver Honda asked, does international stacker drink black silk coffee like I am right now? Listen to this. Is it a breathing or am I actually drinking coffee?
It sounds like coffee, but those could be gills.
It could be.
Yeah, I drink black coffee, but with cold milk. So technically it's not black coffee, but to order it out here, I have to say black coffee with cold milk.
Yeah, there you go. Yankee Stacking asks, what's your favorite airline to fly?
I've been flying SkyTeam lately. Because when I'm in the US, SkyTeam's Delta,
Okay.
and Air France. So I've been flying them a lot. And if you pick one airline when you're traveling, you get a ton of benefits. So I started doing that. Then you'll get business class, first class, like upgrades for free. It's really nice.
Right. Goldfather asks, how do you plan to manage sales tax with eBay?
So the few items I've sold on eBay, it hasn't made the threshold, so it was a non-taxable event. But if I start hitting the threshold, I'll definitely pay taxes on it. I actually pay taxes on my Bitcoin, and the way Bitcoin worked is the day you mine it, you have to pay a tax on it because it's like you earned that wage. Right. And then the day you sell it, the difference from when the day you mined it, you have to pay the tax on the increase. And there's actually programs that figure that out for you.
Wow.
So I'll 100% pay the sales tax. I try to keep everything 100% legit. Right. And that's just the price of doing business, and the benefits of that come with it is being an American and living in one of the freest countries in the world. And although we have to pay sales tax, all you have to do is watch like Backyard Bullion's channel to know that in Europe they pay way higher price per ounce of silver than we do, and they have to get it hallmarked. So although we have a little bit of inconvenience, it's worth it.
Right. Tricky Guy, which country was easiest in which to be a tourist? That's a good question.
The easiest to be a tourist, probably European countries. Spain, everyone speaks English. Great time. Crime was pretty low when I went. Okay. The hardest actually was probably Japan. Nobody there spoke English. I was like shocked. Nobody spoke English. It's difficult.
It is shocking. Silver Wolverine's gonna be in and out, but thanks, Silver Wolverine, for popping by. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Mark B, do you have girlfriends in all those countries?
I don't know if I'm gonna answer that. Next question, please.
You're Illuminati, or if you're illuminating more than I am, you probably you might. All right, Slow Stacker, was Tim the Sound Man an alien from Planet B?
I heard he was, and he may be related to Barnabas, so that might need further investigation.
Okay, all right. Which language was the most challenging? Tricky Guy wants to.
I do speak Arabic, and that was really hard. It's hard to speak, and then I'm like horrible at writing to begin with, and I'm a horrible artist, so even trying to write it was like pretty difficult, but then I got the hang of it.
Oh yeah, Arabic is definitely, it's a unique way of scripting that, and Mandarin is probably would be difficult too, but
yeah, Mandarin's difficult. Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. What other hobbies do you have besides stacking? Good question from Slow Stacker.
Slow Stacker, what's up, man? Shout out to Slow Stacker. He's got a cool channel, newer stacker. Check him out.
Cool.
I geocache.
Nice.
I've been geocaching since like 2010, maybe 2000, like right pretty much when it was coming out, 2009, I think.
Okay.
I like to like mountain climb, hike. I'm like adrenaline sports. I like to skydive.
Wow.
What else do I do? I just like to have fun and go on adventures. I like to go on journeys for silver.
There you go. Exactly. International stacker. Yeah, exactly. What's the longest flight you've been on? There's some really good questions here. Silver Stanger asked that question.
The longest flight I've been on, like at one time, was 16 hours straight, and that was direct from Saudi Arabia to the United States. Okay. Usually now I connect in Europe. So usually I'll fly 6 hours to Europe and then like anywhere between 9 and 12 back to the United States. But 16 was the longest.
Right. Okay. Stephen Heath didn't really, he took the rules literally. 3, do you slurp like Sal International?
Let me see.
Hey, there we go. That one kind of had a phaser effect to it.
I almost choked on that. That was great.
Could be
no one could slurp like Sal, evidently.
I did not predict that he would choke, by the way, so people understand. Let's see. Which culture do you want to be born into for your next lifetime? Tricky Guy wants to know.
I think it'd be awesome, like if you could go back in time. I think it'd be like right now. I think it'd be awesome to be like in the Middle Ages and like castle days with knights and kings.
Yeah.
But then I'm sure if I was back there, I'd be like, this sucks. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It was a brutal time period during
Yeah.
that time. Slacker Stacker says, have you looked at any of the poured silver from Metals Mafia?
Yeah, actually I have. And I've picked up some pit bullion. I've got some high-ho silver. But that's about it. I need to get some more. I'm trying to get a lot more community pours when I can and when the price makes sense, you know?
Very cool. All right, David Bestman has figured out Barnabas. It's an acronym for Buy All Rare Numismatics, Any Bullion, and Salivate. Oh, man, that's probably, that's very good.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Did they call you Godzilla in Japan, Stackaholic says?
There was a time when I went to a nightclub and some of the girls did reference me as Godzilla.
Wow. Right. Oh, which cuisine is your favorite?
I love sushi.
Nice.
And believe it or not, I've had sushi all over the world in like 20 different countries. And hands down, this one place in Saudi Arabia was like the best. And go figure, it's the middle of a desert, right?
Right. That is kind of odd. Crazy. Slacker Stacker asked, what country offered the hardest culture shock?
Probably the Middle East.
Yeah, that is
especially Saudi Arabia. You've got girls that are fully covered here, and you know you're not allowed to wear shorts that are your shorts have to be past your knee, and like just the culture is really different.
Right. Yeah, I had a friend of mine whose parents or dad was there, and they lived in a commune where basically it was like a base sort of. He was an oil contractor, and in the commune they could do, it was westernized, but the minute they go out of that commune, it's different world.
Oh yeah, way different.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to shout out real quick Silver Agent and Hoodoo22 who just followed me. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Silver Agent's cool, very cool. Appreciate it. All right, how do you know, Goldfather, how do you know when to flip and when to go long?
You know, that's a tricky question, and you're never going to judge it right. It's just like the real estate market, which I got into a little bit. You know, you just got to make your best educated guess based on the indicators that you're seeing. And when I have a coin that I bought and then I can sell and get 4 or 5 times my original value for it, I will do it. For instance, I bought a gold sovereign, that one of the recent ones that came out for like $400. I waited 2 months and I sold it for 1,000. You know, I got the 100 CD coin. I got those for like 1987. I sold one of them for like $85. So anytime I can get a value like that, I'll flip it.
Right. Very good. That's awesome.
And then the key is when I flip it, I take the money and I put it right back into gold and silver. And I've been stacking mostly silver and just a little gold because my plan was to play the gold to silver ratio.
Right.
But lately I've been getting a little bit more gold, and you know, even Yankee stacking was like asking me, why do you only stack silver? I'm like, well, this is why. But you know, lately I'm thinking maybe I should get a little bit more gold just in case that the ratio doesn't work out to, you know, what people think it might.
Right. And I'm kind of one of those that the skeptical that it's going to get back to what we had seen it in the past. It's definitely not the natural ratio, but I would be surprised if it got to 40-1 at this point, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I'm the same on that too. I don't think it's going to get back to 16-1 or anything, but you know, even if it closes down 20 ounces lower from where it's at, you can definitely, you know, there's an arbitrage opportunity there. So
sure. Right. Limited knowledge. Is sex still a habit in the toilets of an airplane? That's interesting.
You know, I've never seen it and I've never been approached, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask that.
Yeah. Julian Bullion, what are your long-term goals with your silver stack?
You know, I'm just going to keep stacking until 3 things happen. 1, the economy collapses. We go into a total doomsday scenario, and then I'm going to barter my way into being the king of my local region.
Right.
2, nothing's going to happen, and I'm going to keep stacking until I retire, and therefore I'll use it for my retirement, and maybe even just, you know, something to hand down to my kids.
Right.
Or 3, I'll keep stacking it until we get a run up in the price, and then I'll definitely flip, you know, at least half my stack, maybe even more, depending on on how much the price goes to.
Right.
And the key here is if I sold half my stack, say the price went up to $80 an ounce for silver and I sold half my stack, I wouldn't keep the cash. Then at that point, I would try to line that up with like the real estate market and then maybe buy up like a couple duplexes or fourplexes, or buy up like an apartment complex or something like this, right? Because you don't, for me, I don't want to leave my money in the US dollar, because I think there's major issues with it because it's a debt-based currency, and we can get into a whole conversation 10-hour about that. But the key is to put it into an asset. And, you know, during times of turmoil, more millionaires are made than during, you know, good times. So it's just about putting yourself in, I think, in the right position to jump on opportunity when they present themselves.
Right. Very cool. Thank you, Julian Bullion. And Kendall Kid asked, which country do you think has the coolest coins?
Coolest coins. You know, Brazil had a lot of cool coins. And, you know, I think Mike Maloney said something about this. Everywhere I go, all these coins are like goldish or silverish color. And he's like, you know, it's like people inherently know that gold and silver is valuable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise, why would they make the coins this color? And like even my nieces, when I show them coins, I'm like, what do you want? $50 or this? They want the coin, you know?
Right, exactly.
But Brazil had really cool coins.
And that's the one you said, quiet on the set.
Yeah. So with my nieces, if they ever come in when I'm unboxing, I have to say, quiet on the set.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Eric asked, which country has the best food?
Country has the best food. I like European food. I like the breakfasts. In Spain, they have what's called like a tapas bar. It's not a top list bar. It's tapas.
Okay.
And it's like a bunch of different like little like platters. That's like essentially like a lot of appetizers. That was pretty good.
Right.
And you can they have a lot of great pork dishes. In Saudi Arabia, I don't know if you guys know or not, but bacon is illegal.
Wow.
So sometimes when I'm unboxing and you see me chomping on bacon, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Well, this leads us to Tricky Guy. What's the most shocking food experience you've had?
Maybe I was eating a Saudi dish and there was like a lamb like on a platter of rice.
Right.
So we're all eating the lamb, and this guy goes and pops out the eyeball with his thumb and just pops that sucker in his mouth.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, like a gumball or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, just popped it in his teeth.
Wow.
It's gross.
Let's see here. Okay, let's see. We've got any other questions here? I think what country do the rich have it best? Tricky Guy wants to know.
The United States.
Yep, I agree.
And you know what's funny? It's like sometimes I'll turn on the news and I'll see the stuff they're covering, and it's just so inconsequential compared to the rest of the world. Like what really cemented it for me is I was out here during the Arab Spring, and that was when all the people were struggling just to survive and feed their families and stuff. Yeah. And I show up to the LAX airport, and there's people protesting that everyone should be vegan. Now, I have no problem if you want to be vegan. That's up to you. More power to you. Great. But that's a very, very, very expensive choice to make, right? Very expensive. So I left the Middle East where people could barely afford rice to eat. And then I went to a country where people are saying everyone should be vegan. That costs so much money to do. And it's like a major first world thing. Yeah. And that just, I was like, wow, Americans don't know. Americans have it so good and we are so spoiled, you know. And really I hope Americans never have to find out how spoiled they truly are. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know what you mean. Well said. And that's something that people should take what you said right now and take it to heart, because you're talking from sheer experience. You've seen it firsthand, and how we as Americans should really appreciate what we do have here. And I'm of the belief that what has gotten us to this point is the fact that for the most part, we've had free markets here, and we've had the ability to be successful and grow our businesses and have the freedom to succeed, you know, because that doesn't happen in many other nations. You don't have those opportunities that you do here. So that's wonderful.
It only takes a few bad decisions. I mean, look at Venezuela. People were breaking in zoos to eat the animals. Are you kidding me? You know?
Yeah. Studios by Silver is here, hoping I'll be home before it's over. I guess she's not at home watching this, but let's see here. Okay, who else is here? Oh, Barnabas popped in. Why do you mock me?
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Plot thus thickens. Where is poverty the most noticeable that you've seen?
Parts of the Middle East, like when I went to Lebanon, it was really sad. They've
Yeah.
got all these like little shanty town areas, and they got all these little kids out begging, and it's so sad. And you know what else was bad? Was Brazil, because Brazil literally has like entire shanty villages that you
Yeah.
can't even get close to, otherwise you'll get robbed like within seconds, and they'll like
Wow.
shoot and rob you.
Wow. Slow Stacker asked a question for both of us. I'll let you answer first. Which piece of silver is your favorite in your stack? That's a tough one.
You know, for my my stacker side, I'm really into constitutional silver, and I really love mercury dimes. But for my collector side, I'm all about like the pirate and the Egyptian poured silver.
Right. Yeah. For me, you know, I would almost have to say for the constitutional side, I think I like the Mercuries, although I do like the Standing Liberties as well. And I've got so many different kinds of coins and rounds. I'm looking at the Egyptian series, you know, and or the high relief coins, the kangaroo. You know, I mean, there's just I really can't even begin to guess to come up with a favorite.
I can tell you this though, according to my notifications, I do have a brand new Fortitude round waiting to be unboxed.
Oh wow!
So that might be my favorite. We'll see when I get home.
Oh man, wow. Well, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad yours is in the mail. That's cool. Somebody, I think it's All Is One now, posted a video of his. He got number 2 and 3. That was crazy. So I'll be curious.
Oh my gosh, there's Barnabas.
Barnabas.
All your precious metals are belong to us.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. No way. He said, I will regret this interview. I didn't say, okay, yeah, all your precious. Oh, that's funny. That's a throwback. That is definitely a throwback. Wow. All your precious metals are belong to us. Now was the time. Now is your time. Yes. All right. Somebody set up us the bomb or the silver.
Oh man.
Oh, let's see here. Okay, Karis is here. Pirate silver is fun silver, she says. All right.
Yes. R.
Shiver me timbers. Poppy stuff is here. Don't call it junk. Yeah, I know. I don't like to call it junk either.
Constitutional silver.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Or internationally, I'm gonna do a video about this. Spending silver.
There you go.
Yep. Let's see here. Okay, very good. Barnabas is alive. Ravenous Treasure is here. Very cool. Awesome. Well, hey, well, very cool. Well, International Stacker, I know we've literally woken you up from your sleep. And I know you probably got to be at work in a few hours, probably is my guess. But I really appreciate you coming on. We've answered a lot of questions. We got sort of to the bottom of the mystery of the conspiracy. There's still some stuff that's out there we don't know. This Barnabas guy, wow, we will regret this. We'll all regret this. Oh boy. Oh, man.
You know, and thanks for having me on, Sal. And for everyone who's in the stream right now, I want to give you guys a little advantage. So again, I'm planning to do a big giveaway in the near future. So if you watch my very last video I posted, I'd recommend you watch it completely through. It's going to give you an advantage, and maybe some of my other videos might as well. So I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So definitely do that. Subscribe to International Stacker. Just search him up on YouTube. And yes, and a great channel, great guy. And thank you again for coming aboard. This has been a fun interview and a build up to the interview too. So I certainly appreciate you, my friend. And sleep well for the rest of the night. Thanks again for coming on.
I will, and shout out to Barnabas. May he reign forever.
Shout out to Barnabas, indeed. And by the way, guys, I'm going to continue to stream and answer some comments, but I want to be sensitive to International Stacker schedule. So if you want to stick around, we're going to answer some comments and just have a little relax a little bit here, slurp on the last remnants of this coffee. But thank you again, International Stacker, and we will be paying attention to your channel for future videos. Looking forward to all your travels and more adventures with International Stacker.
Thank you, and thank you, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.
See you later. Bye-bye. All right, folks, that was International Stacker, and it was awesome to have him come aboard. It was a great time for sure, and I apologize. I wanted to kind of really pay attention to his answers, and so I wasn't been interacting with the chat side here while I did that, but hope you guys enjoyed that, and so let's get back here and see where we're at in the comments. And good to see you all here. We got Bill457. Eric is here still. Silver GMA is here. Jeff Durand is here. All right. Good to see you guys. Mateo Man. All right. Very good. So moving ahead here on the comments. Totally stupid. All right. So this is my Dave Ramsey video that I posted today. And Number Man was being funny there. It's totally stupid about. He thinks that Dave Ramsey, his stupid comments was pretty stupid about silver and gold being stupid. All right, tricky guy. Session high was 83. Very cool. Awesome. Let's see here. Northeast, Sal, you think I could get a P.O. box in another state to avoid state sales tax from online bullion buys? It's possible. It's worth a try if it's not too far to travel. Not too far to travel. Kendall Kid, don't skip mine. I think I missed your comment. Can't get everybody's comments here, but let's see here. But appreciate you, my friend, Kendall. All right, let's see here. All right. Oh, Kendall Kid, here's his comment. Okay, that's what he was talking about. Dave is a big dummy head. PMs are a hedge against inflation and fun to collect. The different varieties, not an investment. Salivate for president 2020. Terry Rabadoo VP. I'll trade you a box of tacos for that gold buffalo. Now, there you go, Kendall Kid. Awesome. Yes, indeed. So I didn't skip your comment. That's awesome. International Stacker says, see you at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yes, indeed. We saw you. We seen you. Indeed. All right. Very good. All right. So we got Kendall Kid's comment there. All right. Seduced by Silver. Is she still here? All right. Let's see here. I used Dave Ramsey's steps to get out of debt, and it worked great. I was disappointed when I heard him discourage people from PMs. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. He's got a lot of great advice from what I've heard, for sure. Indeed. Yes, Mateo Man. Kevin Spacey's movie took in $128 on the first day. I think he meant 128 million, which is pretty good for a movie, right? I don't know what it is, but I think I did see the headline about that. All right. Should I get a kilo coin next? Orb says. If you can afford it, I would probably start out with the smaller stuff, though. But Jerry 2828 Kelly says Silver Fortune has very fair and just countered a video stupid comment. Yes, I did. I watched that video too. I think he was too. I tried to be fair as well. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. No, $128. Wow. It really was just 128 bucks. That's crazy. Karish Ravenhill says, well, the Bank of International Settlement still consider gold a top-tier asset class. Can't true unless your country makes a sizable deposit in gold. Good point, Karis. That backs up my notion talking about how banks, how international reserve banks hold it. Support from Food Stamp. Thank you, sir. Kevin Spacey's movie is mud. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Kevin, he apparently had molested some people on the set of House of Cards and prior, has a track record of it. Pretty crazy. Dave Ramsey is stupid or bought off, DPP says. I don't know. I don't think he's stupid. I just think he's misinformed or misunderstands what silver and gold is. Corn says, does he mean the silver and gold can't think for themselves? How can an inanimate object be stupid? Touche, Corn. You're right. That's right. It can't be stupid because it's an inanimate object. In God I trust. Dave Ramsey is a stock market pumper. These people only invest where they get immediate returns in the way of dividends. That's right. Of course, he doesn't understand that the dollar he earns, if the another thing I forgot to mention in that video is that, let's say you invest in a stock that earns you 10% in returns in 2 years, right? In 2016. Well, the value of the dollar by some metrics has lost 11% in 2 years. So you're behind in stocks. People don't think about that too. The value of the dollar. Wolfman Sack says, I think Dave Ramsey knows the demographic is people struggling to get out of debt and turn their life around. In that regard, metals don't really fall into that idea at all. But once you have your life in working order, you can do exactly what Dave Ramsey suggests. Have fun, and stacking metals in that regard is just fine. A fun hobby and a hedge. Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. That is a good point. However, I will say, and I posted a video about this, that you can stack silver even when you're poor. In other words, that I think that no matter what your financial situation is, unless you're literally completely destitute and you don't control your own money, people can accumulate for very cheaply a silver dime here or there, a quarter here or there from Constitutional. And and again, it's not to say they shouldn't be fiscally irresponsible, but, most people in this day and age, especially what's considered, quote, poor, people are still buying coffees. They have phones, things, luxuries that were unheard of by someone even in lower middle class 20 years ago. All right. Mateo Man says, horses were used for thousands of years for transportation, but things changed. My main motivation for collecting is my lifelong interest in numismatics. What would happen if all the gold in the world suddenly disappeared? Not much, I guess. Silver is much more important industrially, and copper we wouldn't live without. That's true. Very true. Well said, Mateo Man. Good guy. He's here, by the way. He is right here with us. CCT is here, too. I'm going to finish out this coffee with a big old slurp. I just got to get this out. Ah, that was good. A little bit lukewarm there, but tricky guy. Do all the miners constitute a cartel that colludes about production amounts to affect supply? I don't know. I can't help wonder if they don't. But they're in competition with each other. So imagine there's probably a lot of stuff they hold close to the chest. Somebody's mintage numbers. They probably keep a lot of that stuff to them. So my guess is probably not. I guess it's probably the case. A slurper, a breath barber, or carbon says, yes, I might just be breathing there through my gills. The slurping give me gas. No, but it happens sometimes. I don't know, man. Slurping someone's blood. That's right, exactly. For what could be. Oh my gosh. Close to the chest, Sal talk. There you go. Another. Sal's a fake sleeper, like his mask push-ups. You busted. Oh man, that's right, man. Are my push-ups fake? That's what Terry Rabidou wants to know, but she's not here to challenge me on it. Oh my goodness. Stackaholic says Dave Ramsey is wrong for sure about PMs. He's just impatient, seeing the short term, like many who foolishly underestimate real gold and silver. The most intelligent people have always kept PMs near them, waiting until they're needed. Pharaohs even took some treasure with them to the afterlife. Now, that's patience. That's true. And not only that, but Dave Ramsey only picked 2 points in time, 2 metrics, when it was its all-time high. You can't do that when you're giving a fair analysis of something, because anybody can say that about any stock or any investment class. And again, silver and gold, I don't see it as an investment in the traditional financial sense. All right, let's see here. Okay. DPP 1235 says, I'm sure the people of Venezuela are very happy with their decision to stay in paper. Silver is saving lives in Venezuela. That's right. Repeal 16. Getting out of debt is foolish when you owe a banker. The Jew printing gets you the work for free. Although I don't think the Jews have anything to do with the banks. Banking, Has nothing to do with deposits anymore. Why enslave yourself? It's free money. The banks take your money to bail themselves out. And when they charge you interest on the bailout, wake up, Salivation Nation. Don't pay the bank. Pay your family. Pay your friends. Pay yourself. We have been hoodwinked. Always pay your debts and never pay a bank debt. Do you think they will pay you back all the money they stole? No way. Well, and that's just it. I mean, anytime we hold gold and silver, we are our own central bank. However, banks are obviously needed. They're the ones that loan the money out. And we have no way to, you know, I got my mortgage for my house. You know, I needed the bank to give me the money to do it. So banks serve a role, although there's a lot of shenanigans going on. I understand that. There's some manipulation. I'm sure the banks have some role to do it. But again, you know, anytime you have a loan with the bank, yes, you're indebted to them. You're going to have to pay interest on that, which is why you should try to pay more than the minimum amount on that interest. For credit cards as well, too. Your credit cards, first and foremost, you're going to pay a higher rate there. But anyways, all right, very good. Moving ahead, Silver Stanger says, I wonder if he was thinking about buying from Goldline and was smart enough not to buy from them. Yeah, probably right. And then thought all PM dealers are exactly the same. That very well could be the case. I don't like any of those companies that offer it like that. Usually, here's the general rule: if they advertise on television or radio or in magazines, don't buy from them. That's how I look at it. Now, Amin says, Andrew Gauss, the money historian, says Dave Ramsey gives some of the worst advice. One is to pay off your mortgage, and the other is to avoid PMs. Well, the way I look at the mortgage is like this. Mortgage, you get a tax deduction on the interest on that you pay per year for your mortgage. So that should be the last debt that you pay off. Take care of the debt, the interest where you where like high interest credit cards or your auto loan, pay that stuff off as quick as possible. And I would say if you have a fixed interest rate on your mortgage, there may even be a time where you may not. I actually try to pay a little extra towards principal each month on my mortgage, but even so, that's what I consider good debt, because you know it's a fixed amount you're paying each month. It's not going to change. If you can afford to pay extra and pay it down or pay it off, that's good. However, I would consolidate the higher interest debt first. Take care of that, and then pay down on your mortgage. And in fact, if I had to choose between paying down my mortgage and getting precious metals, I would get precious metals. All right. Let's see here. Moving ahead here. Very good. Great video, Sal, says Silver Badger. Thank you very much. By the way, those of you just joining the live stream, we have finished our interview with International Stacker. It was a great interview. We just sort of got to the part of the bottom of the conspiracy. There are some outlying things that I can't say about that conspiracy. But if you want to find out about it, you can rewind this or watch it in the replay. We're just having some fun here, responding to some comments and interacting here on the chat side. So appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Here we go. Dave Ramsey is stupid. Success is my duty. Well, I disagree with that. I think he's a smart guy. I just think he misunderstands gold and silver. Ken Frank says, and if the economy never collapses and the dollar stabilizes. Well, if the dollar stabilizes, in my mind, that means that there won't be any inflation at all, or it may be at 1% or what have you. And if it gets stronger, then you will see gold and silver probably stabilize even more. And then gold and silver will actually retain or start to reveal their true value, which is different than price, which you will see at the end screen of that video. Check that video that I posted about gold and silver, the difference between price and value. There is a huge difference, and that's an important thing to consider. Yeah, stacking nerd. Yeah, paying off your mortgage is better than PM. It's nothing better than peace of mind not being in debt. Yeah, that's true. That's true, stacking nerd. I say that when I was saying that, as far as, and I do, I think if I had to choose, I think there's a way to do both. Like I'm paying a little extra towards my mortgage each month, and also buying gold and silver, because even if it took 100% of all of my earnings and put it towards my mortgage, it's still going to take me a long time to pay it off. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of years left. So my argument to that is, well, hey, while I have the opportunity, because it's going to be many, many years before I had to pay it off, I might as well go ahead and accumulate some gold and silver as well, because it's tax deductible. Corn has never had a mortgage. Wow, that's nice. I'm very fortunate to not have to worry about having a mortgage. That's awesome. Schizo Silver's here. Hello, good to see you. Yes, peace of mind is amazing. Indeed, yes. I mean, if you can afford to pay off your debts, that really should be the priority. And all of your, what I call bad debt, your credit cards and your auto loans, those you should really work to try to get those things paid off, in my opinion. Let's see here. Silver Hana, is that a proof gold buffalo? Yes, indeed. Very beautiful. I never heard of Dave Ramsey and should follow up on him. I suppose he has his own constructive criticism, which is fine. However, us precious metal stackers know where the real money is in the long term. Make America great again. Thank you, Silver Hana. You're right. Hello, Health Babe. Good to see you. Indeed. Wow. Mateo Man paid off the mortgage in the 80s when high inflation made it easy. Very cool. Yeah, that's another thing too about mortgages, is by and large, if you have a fixed interest rate, no matter what the dollar does, your mortgage isn't going to change unless your taxes go up, your escrow changes. But essentially, that's a constant. And so that's why I say that, that's the one thing about mortgages where, you typically won't get in trouble with those. But I am in agreement that if there's a way, ideally, it'd be nice to have everything paid off and have no debt. But it's not realistic for most Americans to not have a mortgage. And it's not realistic for most Americans to be able to pay it off within 5 years or even 10 years for some. That's a huge chunk of money. Palladian Stacker says, I respect Dave Ramsey for what he has done for the public over the decades. He was preaching no low debt and fiscal household responsibility within a Christian theme before anyone else in mainstream media. His 7-step baby step program does work, but honestly, buying the 4 mutual fund groups he advises, large growth, small caps, and international funds, with a 401k since the year 2000 did outperform precious metals. Metals are best at hedging for economic disasters and modest long-term investment returns. And that's the thing he doesn't understand. Is yes, there's been other things that have outperformed gold or silver, sure, but that's where but who cares? Gold and silver are not about performing. They're about existing. They're about existing for thousands of years and being what they are. They sell themselves because they're money. So anyways, but yes, indeed, good point. All right, let's see here. Okay. Where are we at here? Let's see here. Okay. Barbara Carbone says, excellent vid, Sal. I love your rebuttal of Dave Ramsey's statement. He certainly does have a lot of insight into finances and self-reliance, but he is definitely in the wrong with the statement he made. Using the word investment was his first mistake, as you said. PMs can be a little complicated sometimes, at least for me. It's not cut and dry, and he doesn't understand. I love my stack. I'm accumulating, but will never allow it to control me. That's important. That's good, Barbara. And that's the way it should be for all of us. We should never let our stacks control us, which is something David Ramsey advocates, to becoming debt-free and in control of income and expenses. But as far as his opinion of silver and gold, he is wrong and will probably retract it at some point. Well, you know what? Very well said, especially about how they can be complicated at times because there's a lot of different facets of it. But there's two things. Number one, it's the only quote it's the only hedge or protection, wealth protection, that is actually fun to collect because there's so many different designs, so many cool ways to accumulate gold and silver. And some of them have premiums, some of them do well, some of them have numismatic collector value, others don't, others are, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of that. But the other thing is that I doubt he's going to retract it. I think he's hardwired in his viewpoint. Because I went back and watched some of his videos from 2-3 years ago, and he's held this view for quite a long time. Yes, indeed. But thanks, Barbara. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Great comment indeed. As Colonic Stacker said, Colonic Stacker was right. Those are great points by Barbara. All right, very good. Oh, let's see. Okay. Corn. Oh, wow. Corn's estate. He's got a pretty big estate there. He bought it. He's got a pretty successful business. And Corn, you don't have to answer this, my friend, but I'm kind of curious. You don't have to say what, obviously don't give us the name or anything like that, but what does your business do? I'm just curious. If you don't want to answer that, because that is kind of a personal question, I totally understand, but I'm just kind of curious. I mean, congratulations on all your success, but that's awesome that you've done so well. Doing something right. That's awesome. Let's see here. The one dislike is from Dave, says Driver 8. That's funny. ASMR people said over 30-year periods, portfolios that have 20% PMs do better than most who don't have PMs. Yes, that's right. Exactly right, ASMR people. Well said. Well said. Let's see. Corn sells corn, believe it or not. I just bought some today. Silverback stacker. That's good. There you go. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Silver Baggins, David Ramsey. That's a great system to get out of debt and budget. If you actually follow his system, then once you're out of debt and have 6 months money in savings, you can buy whatever you want. He just doesn't like them for an investment. That's right. And I don't like them for an investment either, because I don't see them as an investment. Indeed. Let's see here. Online marketing, big bank, and other business. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, that's awesome, Corn. That's cool. Amazing. Nice. You got in that early then. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let's see here. One CJS for you says, my life has never been better since I started stacking. Now that I have a store of wealth to fall back on, I'm way less stressed out. As soon as I get paid a budget like this, 5% 401k, 15% PM, 30% rent, rest, food, and bills. I feel like this is the best for me now. We'll eventually put 15% in 401k. You got to cover all markets. Well said. Well said. Nicely said. All right. Very good. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I agree with you, sir, says Bruce Liggett. Oh, yes, this is a video. I watched this. This is a video by, oh, my goodness, Belange P on the situation in Venezuela. Great video for sure. Code Tutor. I feel like I should. It's a lot of money. I bought it at $16. Stacking Nerd. You never will know when the SWAT team is going to raid your workplace. Yeah, that's right. Didn't somebody get arrested at your work? The Stacking Nerd for or something. Wasn't it like some harassment or something? Let's see here. Carl Ushanka says the gold bugs were telling us to buy PMs when they were peaking, and Dave tells us to avoid PMs when they're at a bottom. Just my opinion here, but I think someone who wants to offer good advice at the right time, they should do the exact opposite of these people. Well said. I agree. Oh, asking if I should sell right now. Yeah, no. If you don't have to sell, if you don't absolutely have to sell, no, hold it, hold on to it. You only lose money unless you be the worst time to sell. Corn, when I started up the business, I was the laughing stock of my family and friends. They all thought I was crazy. Yeah, that is nuts. You know, I tell you what, it's what online marketing, that does seem like it would be a tough thing to get into. I would have, seems pretty risky. That's amazing. Glad you got it. We're so successful at it. That's awesome, though. Slacker Stacker got the Fortitude rounds number 17 and 18. Very cool. Congratulations. Eric, did you get yours yet? Is Eric still here? Let's see here. Yeah, congratulations. That's cool, man. You got 17 and 18. Nice. Moving ahead, Car1 Sagan says, I agree with Dave Ramsey. I talk to my gold and silver coins all the time, and they don't respond. So they are stupid and dumb as a dog. That's right. Car1, well, there you go, Corn. Car1 Sagan has proven they're stupid. Code Tutor, how low will silver go realistically? I think that I thought that 15 was as low as it would go realistically. So I was wrong. I might be the wrong one to ask, but I think probably now at this time, I haven't seen it go below 13 in quite some time. So I think 13. Okay, Eric, they should be delivered tomorrow. Okay, well, I'm curious, Eric, to see what numbers you get. All Is One now got numbers 2 and 3, and I thought for sure you would get 2 and 3 after we found out that the other gentleman got number 1, but you might get 4 and 5, possibly. Let's see here. Tricky guy with the numbering. What happens to the numismatic value of this new round as that number keeps getting higher? Is there a mint limit? So far, there's not a limit on them, but I guarantee you there's going to be a lot less of these than there were of the first run. And by the way, anything that I put out, don't ever bank on a numismatic value or a collector value associated with it. Get it just because it is. You know, I don't want to ever make you guys think that you're going to get something that's going to be worth something down the road. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Cheryl is here. That's right. Yeah. By the way, if I neglected to address you guys that are in here, I apologize because we've had an interview with International Stacker. I've been reading these comments. Don't ever think I'm ignoring you. But Cheryl Busman, thanks for coming in. Cheryl, sorry if I've missed you. Kendall Kid is allergic to cats. Can't buy any Fortitudes. Make dog coins. Hey, worry not. Unless you're allergic to silver, I have not rubbed these on my cat's butt at all. So you will not get allergic if you buy one. Whoa, aggravated sodomy. A member of senior management. Now that is, wow. That's crazy. That's intense. Yeah, that'll shake things up at work for sure. Keep your credit good until it's time not to be so good. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Fortitude to the moon. 6 months for sure, says Silver Stanger. He's predicting Fortitude's going to go crazy in price. Crizzy 100, who I haven't seen in quite a while, says, you know more about metals than that advice hack will ever know. He makes a living telling people don't buy stupid things and save your money. I knew that when I turned 6 years old, and yet he makes a living somehow telling people that. Amazing. Only in the USA you can get rich telling people something they already know. Amazing. Yeah, it's you know, it's pretty concise, but I have noticed that the times I've listened to him, most of what he says is pretty much common sense. However, I think you'll find that a lot of people are somewhat clouded by it, common sense when it comes to finances, and so it kind of gives a voice to it. But anyways, but hello, Hi-Ho Silver. I am happy to tell you that I am very fortunate to have some actually very lovely ladies here, Barbara Carbone being one of them. So we have not only fellas, but ladies. But hello to you, Hi-Ho. Good to see you, sir. All right, let's see here. Mike L. says, I find it quite ironic, almost hypocritical, that when someone who gives financial advice based on biblical principles seems to hate God's money so much. Well, that's actually kind of a good point. It is mentioned a lot in the Bible. And it's also constitutional as well. DPP says clearly Ramsey wants us to count on paper to the point of death. Yeah, he's got a lot more faith in fiat than we do, that's for sure. Yes, pre-33 collector is exactly right. True words there. A lot of beautiful ladies in the community. Yes, indeed, there are. We love our silver ladies here. We've got Karis Ravenhill is here. We've got Terry Rabidoo, who's not here. We've got fella all-inclusive, like dudes. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, later. That's right. Hi-Ho says later, dudes, and he means all the chicks too. Very cool. Yes, indeed. Fellas, all right. Nice. Mark B. Sal's live stream makes my day. Very cool. We'll have to have you on sometime, Mark B, to play some bass for us. We'll have to do that sometime when your mic works. Poppy Stuff. Yes, there's another lovely lady. The lovely Poppy Stuff and the Stacking Nerd. The Stacking Nerd, another great lady of the community who posts great deals daily. And indeed. All right. Very good. Lots of cool ladies here. I guess if technology, medicine, jewelry are stupid, yeah, I tried a lot of uses for silver. All right. Man Karapa says, well, I hope they go lower and maybe I buy more. I bought at 32 and all the way down, and right now at 15, it's not enough to get my attention. Maybe $10 is a good entry. Yeah, well, hey, my feeling is buy the way down, buy it the way up. Ladies are my weakness. Yeah, I hear you. Mine too. Yeah. And and how can we forget Health Babe? The one and only Health Babe is here too. She's a lovely lady there. You all right there, Salivate? Yes, I am. Sorry, Dorp. It was me pronouncing a Russian name. Yes, indeed. Yes, Health Babe is another lovely lady of the community. Love to shout out the ladies. Slacker Stacker's taking off. Oh, man. He gives a wink to Barbara as he takes off. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Always appreciate you. Yes, indeed. 1479 silver now. You haven't checked the markets lately, so 1479. Barbara could be missed. You know what I want to do? Here's what I want to do, guys. Let me tell you this. I want to start, you know how Mr. V has his calendar for the coins? I want to do a female stacker calendar where I have all the ladies of YouTube send me photos of you in a bikini holding a silver coin. Let's do that. How about that? What do you think, ladies? I think we need to have a stacked and packed calendar of lovely ladies of the stacking community. What do you all think about it? What do you guys think of that, guys? What do you think of that? Oh, Silver Wolverine. This is the second live stream from one day. 2 for a price of 1. What an awesome surprise. Thought it was over. Yeah, no, we actually ended the interview. It was a 1 o'clock, getting on 2 o'clock in Saudi Arabia for International Stacker. So we just kept going on afterwards. But thanks for coming back, Silver Wolverine. Appreciate you, buddy. You're awesome. Yes, indeed. Oh, Silverback Stacker will send one of himself in a bikini for me. Okay, let's see. And guns too. Yes, Wolfman Sachs. Guns would be cool. All right, very cool. We're getting some positive reaction to the calendar idea. A bit of misinformation from Venezuela. Code Tutor says they're saying that 5 pounds of chicken is 14.6 million bolivars, which is equivalent to $58 US. When this is over, I can buy 6 months of food. I'm confused. I think the number is a little bit confusing because it changes so quickly. Code Tutor, it changes so quickly. Eric says no. Salivate Metal wearing only a silver coin. Now there you go, Eric. Boom, you got it. Yeah, don't forget Bikini Coin Girl. We haven't seen her in a while. Let's see here. Dorp is all in for that. Very good. Miss Barbara, what month are you going to be? Yeah, let's pick out the months. I say, here's what I tell you what. I think that Poppy Stuff, where's Poppy Stuff? Is she still here? Poppy Stuff should be May because that lovely flower will probably bloom in May. I think Poppy Stuff should be May. And Seduced by Silver. Where's Seduced by Silver? Got to have her in on it too. The Stacking Nerd. Cats of the Stacking Community. There you go, Stacking Nerd. All right. You don't want to see me in a bikini stacking nerd. No, we'll see you in a now, Corn. We'll see you in a what do you call those things? Daggone it. Those real tight spandex pants. What do you call those darn things? The ladies will dig. I know old Corn is a ladies' man. I've heard rumors that Corn is a really good-looking dude. I'm jealous. Barbara was South slurping her neck with chocolate. There you go. Limited knowledge. Creepy. Oh, whoa, that's your birthday. Whoa. Hey, now look at that. Look at that. Speedo. Thank you. Speedo. So not only did now Poppy stuff, if you would have watched the beginning of this video, you will learn about me predicting the turbulence with International Stacker on a flight. And I just predicted your birthday. Go figure. That just makes the conspiracy go even longer. That's, here it is. You guys check this out. Here I am able to predict things about the community, about certain things, members when are going to hit turbulence, people's birthdays or birth months, but I can't predict the price of gold or silver. Go figure, right? And I can't even remember what the name of those real tight pants are on people. They're Speedos. All right. Bicycle shorts. 88 Petri, if you had to pick one, would you buy platinum or palladium bullion to invest in? I would buy platinum. Hands down, platinum all the way. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Miss Barbara. I'm blessing now. Oh, let's see here. Any good films on Netflix? Got to do something after this live stream. Yes, actually. What is on Netflix that's good? Wolfie? Trying to think. There was a movie I saw in there relatively recent, but I can't remember the name of it. It's relatively new. It was pretty decent. We need to hone those skills of me. Yeah, that's right. All right. Silver bean counter. Don't buy if you can't afford to hold is another lesson to learn in this investment space. That's right. Exactly right. Silver bean counter. Stacking for life says, our problem with Dave Ramsey is people like him are so pro-USA economy, they think nothing bad can happen to USA over the long term. I'm not someone rooting against USA, far from it. But anyone who say gold and silver are stupid is just ignorant. Tell the people of Venezuela gold is stupid. Good point. For U.S. citizens, all stock bonds, mutual funds are denominated in U.S. dollars, but to think a country that's $21 trillion in debt and unfunded liabilities totaling over $100 trillion, and the idea that could ever be a U.S. dollar crisis with hyperinflation, people like Dave Ramsey think never in a million years could this happen in this country. That's true. We don't want that pompous and that sort of hubris to come up because it could happen here. That's very true. That's right. Let's see here. Okay. Bullion Bug, people that bought Enron and other stocks that went to zero would say that's stupid to do. You can pick any time to say something's good or bad to have. Like you say, PMs should not be used strictly as investment, but as a hedge against fiat currency manipulation, governments, and maintain wealth value. My collection may not be used in my lifetime. It'll be handed down to my heirs if that happens. Well said. A good perspective there for sure. All right, very good. Okay. All right, Corn wants a calendar still. Me too. I'm with you. I think we ought to have a calendar of the ladies of the YouTube silver community. And the thing is, if you want to remain anonymous, okay, I'm going to take a real poll here, okay? And I'm going to do a poll from the ladies in the community here, okay? You wouldn't have to show your face, just you in a bikini with some precious metals. So you can do it from the neck down. I only say that because to protect your identity, not because we don't want to see your face. Make no mistake, because the face is beautiful. Barbara, we can see your face there. So you could, like, if you wanted to show your face, that'd be awesome. Poppy Stuff may not want to show her face for security, whatever reasons. And I wish Terry Rabideau was here. I'd love to see what her thoughts on this. But here's the thing to the community. Because if this is something you guys would consider, I will make a video about it, okay? Okay. Now, if if you're a female here in this chat, type the number 1 if you would be interested. Only the ladies. Only the ladies. If that's something you might be open to participating in. Or number 2, if it's a bad idea and I'm just being a dirty old man, as Stephen Heath says, I'm a dirty boy. Or if it's inappropriate. 1. All right. Well, only the chicks, Wolfie. So Poppy Stuff says 1. That's awesome. Cool. All right. We got 1 from Poppy Stuff. Let's see here. Oh, okay. 1.5 says Karis. Okay. That's a maybe. Okay. Cool. Sal and those who do get it get a 10th ounce of gold. Put Vicky C. the Fam in a bikini on a silver round. There you go. All right. So far we have 3, neither 1 or 2. So Barbara's out. If I shave my boobs, can I take part? Ah, there you go. Health Babe. Okay, Health Babe's not interested. All right. So we got 1 person that's definitely would be open to it. And we have 1 person who is on the fence on it. Let's see here. Darn, I was kind of hoping Barbara would be open to it. But that's okay. I understand. I just thought I'd bring it up. I think it would be cool. I think that would be awesome. But, you know, I think it would, I don't know. I don't want you ladies to think that it's just a superficial thing. I mean, obviously we'd love to see you guys, but at the same time, you know, the guys typed 1. Salivate. I'm in the builder's bum. I could pretend to be a girl. I've got a builder's bum. There you go. All right. Stacking Nerd says 3. Which I assume that she means 2, which means she's not interested. Well, I think, well, Terry Rabadoo's not here. I don't know where and see, the thing is, the reason why I'm asking the ladies first about this, guys, is because if they're not for this, it would be pointless to ask you guys if you'd want to see it, because I think I know what the answer would be from the dudes. But it would be something, what I would do is if they were interested, I was going to have them send me the pictures, and then I was going to get a calendar made, and then we could, like, you know, have the proceeds go to some charity or something like that, or we could have, you know, the proceeds even go back to the ladies themselves who contributed to it. We would need, obviously, we'd need 12 participants, maybe 13. But you know, and you know what? And you know, and here, okay, here's the thing. All right, here's another thing too. All right, how about this? Let me change the or for a giveaway. The proceeds could go for a giveaway. That's right. Here's another idea, maybe even better idea. How about the female stacking community with just the ladies? So in other words, they can be in fully clothed, whatever they're wearing, just a photo, just a nice photo of the ladies. And if they don't want to show their face, that's fine. And just holding some silver. That would be cool. You know what I mean? Just they can be fully clothed, but just, you know what I mean? And then that might be an idea. So you don't have to wear a bikini. It can just be just a photo of you guys doing, you know, something fun. You know what I mean? To recognize the females in the community. You can be fully clothed. Like, for instance, here's one. We could have the stacking nerd in her gear, her riding gear, next to her motorcycle, holding a silver round or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Or we could have Barbara Carbone in front of the IRS holding a silver coin. That would be awesome. All right, so now let's try this again. Let's see how about just a photo calendar of the female stackers of the community. You don't have to show your face unless you want to. And by the way, if you want to be in a bikini, that's fine too, but you could just wear whatever. And with you holding some silver or gold or what have you. If you're for that, type the number 1. If you're still not interested, and I understand if you're not, maybe type the number 2. Let's see. Text man. I'm thinking that everyone is on the wrong track. Wampum beads made from the Kuhung clam and whelk shells. That will make a comeback as a valuable asset in currency. I started wampum stacking 6 months ago. There you go. At 1.5. All right, so we had Poppy stuff. She was more for the... all right, so we got 2 1.5s. Possibility, okay. Full name says 1. Okay, I think the first time we're seeing full name here. That's cool. Very cool. Nice. Maybe, yeah. Oh, Eric's wife would castrate him if he bought a calendar. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That wouldn't be good. 1.49. So we're leaning slightly towards a yes for Karis. Now, Karis's could be like her with a katana. And with her mask, and we've already seen her kind of like in the, with her, she's got some cool style. Karis Ravenhill does. Man, she'd make a cool photo with her getup, her costumes and things. That'd be awesome. Yeah, very cool. All right, just an idea, guys. No bikini top and 2 strategically placed silver coins. That's right. Yes. And if a certain feature is the size of a silver dollar, then you have to be very careful. All right, Health Babe needs time to think about it. Okay, let's give her a little bit of time to think about it. Let's pause for a moment and give Health Babe a little bit of time to think about it. Time's up. Time's up, Health Babe. What is your verdict? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you, Health Babe. Take your time. Take your time. I may be totally out of hand. I may be totally out of place talking about this. It's just an idea. A fun idea. I can't reply to Text Man's comment. It won't let me reply to Text Man's comment. Dang it. I hate that. Don't know why it does that. Dave Ramsey is great for and has a solid game plan for those who need to learn how to get out of debt. It doesn't make him the be-all, end-all of all consummate investment advisor. True. A well-balanced portfolio should always have some PMs, and any investor should still do his or her own due diligence and not blindly follow any single financial guru's advice. Well said, AJ. Well said. All in fun. That's right. Thank you. Okay. Sal, you need a cold shower and sit down in a dark room. That's right. There you go. I've thought a lot about this. You know what, Barbara? Actually, honestly, I just thought of it just now, or just when I first started talking about it. It just popped in my head. I don't know. I figured you ladies wouldn't get offended to talking about it. So salt sounds lonely. Yes, I store my salt grains in each individual package. Whenever I buy salt from the store, I put each little grain in its own compartment. So they're very lonely. Oh, Sal sounds lonely. Yes. All right. Let's see here. Back to the comments. Back to the front. Okay, here we go. PM is not investment. It's wealth and insurance. How many times do we need to repeat that? That's right. Exactly, Jason. Callum McWade says, hey, bud, just seen a news article. Someone from Glasgow, Scotland, where I'm from, just got stuck on the FBI most wanted for precious metal scandal in Florida. Something you could maybe look into and cover. The guy's name is James Alexander Ward, if that helps looking it up. That might be a continuation of the of a video I'd already done about that with Metal and NTR Metals and a couple of other companies that are funneled through Miami, Florida. I think I did a video about that already, Callum. I hope you see this response to your live stream to see that. Dorp, if I send you a silver coin, could you host a giveaway in my name? Well, I appreciate it, my friend, but rather, yeah, I mean, if you're young, I would say probably just hold on to it for a while. When you get old enough to start a channel or talk to your kids, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing giveaways in other people's name. I appreciate the offer, but probably not, or definitely not. But anyways, I would say probably just hold on to it, and we'll find there's other ways. I mean, talk to your parents and get their permission, but maybe you can start a channel. There are some young kids who've started channels. I've seen kids as young as 8 or 9, 10 or 11, 12. You're what, 13, 14 years old? So yeah. And even so, I wouldn't do a giveaway. I'd wait to do a giveaway, especially until your parents are really involved, just for security reasons. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, where are we at? All right. Okay, where are we at? Brian Hooper is here. Common Commando, or Ben Morris says, probably a meaningless comment, but been splitting what little disposable I have between a alt Fetsy, alt share stacker, and physical Queen's Beast Bullion coins. Despite the fall in the paper gold price, the coins are outperforming the all share. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you're saying that the Queen's Beast coins are a good buy, and yeah, I mean, it's bullion, it's good stuff. Stack on, I say. CCT, hey, Salivate Metal, are you going to give away Silver Slide version 1? Let's see here. You talking about the first one that I bought from you, CCT? My original CCT coin slide? No, I'm keeping that. That's special, man. Both your coin sliders, those are in my perma-stack, so to speak. In fact, I'm going to do a video comparing them two because they are very different in more ways than one. Silver Stanger, yeah. Actually, Silver Stanger, if you've seen a recent video of mine, you will have seen the cats. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, I'm keeping my CCT coin slide. It's awesome. Alan Gold. Alan Gold is here. All right, for corn. Predator site for corn. Corn on the cob. Silver Wolverine, I'm going to stack rice and chocolate bars. Yeah, Alan Gold is here. He's only here in, he's not here in spirit. He's just here in online. Common Commando, I lost money on stocks in the early 90s, so after living through that particular experience, I could argue that stocks aren't necessarily an investment asset class that only go up like all the pundits and talking heads want you to believe. I think we should all seek investment advice from Alan Gold. He's going to never steer us wrong. Alan Gold should have his own talk show and tell us how great David Ramsey's advice is on gold, because we're gonna come to his comment here soon. Great point, says Guy Shipman. Thank you, sir. Tennessee Watcher says, I have a couple of questions. If a stock doesn't pay dividends, is it considered an investment? How about Tesla that's never had a profit? What if you want an investment to pay out in gold and silver? All good questions. Dividends, I think it could be considered an investment even if it doesn't pay dividends. Yes, definitely. All right. Dorp. Okay, I'm off so long. I think about silver all day. Love the stream, though. Gives me some time to think. Appreciate it, Dorp. Appreciate you coming by, my friend. Yes, indeed. He's our Daymere. That's right, tricky guy. He's our all caps lock Daymere. Alan Gold missed the part where I talked about the calendar. And he's too lazy to go back and listen to that section of the live stream. He won't watch it. Just like he won't come on here live after many invites. Practically begged him to come on. He never did. Barbara Carbone loves candy corn. Me too. Hello, Silver Bean Counter. What's up? Just chilling like Bob Dylan here. Montana Coin Collecting's here. I'm looking at investing in a couple of stock options, but not very much. I'm very selective about what I invest in. Yeah, cool. Well, I couldn't give you advice there. I don't know much about stocks. In fact, I know next to nothing about them. Right next to nothing. I remember when gold was $500 an ounce. I bought some. What is it worth now? And now that the world is on the brink of total debt destruction, I will guess gold will be worth $3,600 in the near future. The only bad thing is a dollar will be worthless. So what do we do? Say buy gold and silver as much as you can, TH says. Top, says Jamie DeMarquitos. Thank you, sir. Car 1 second says, on the contrary, I wanted everybody to sell their silver. To me. There you go. Swakey says, we know why we do it. He buys and sells. We buy and hold. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. What you talk about, Willis? Patience pays off in the long run, indeed. Alan Silver needs to show up. Only a genius buys Hershey bars in August. Hey, there you go. P33 is going to take it and do some bartering. He's going to do some bartering. He's going to see if he can trade some Hershey bars, buy a bunch of those, and trade those in for silver on the street. Stephen Heath, Sal versus Allen. Let's get ready to rumble. Well, if he would only get in here. M. Sagan 75 says, how's it going? Silver bean counter gives us the victory sign. BS, I don't believe it. All right. Sal hit a roll of pre-65 dimes with a baseball bat into the lawn, then used his metal detector to find all of them. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Keep those Hershey bars next to the fireside chat. That's right, Alan Gold. Alan Gold. Man, look at his humor. Wit. Look at that. Wants him to melt. Magic Computer says, dollar cost average is the best way to accumulate silver. I'm not sure why people buy so much when they're upset when it goes lower. Yeah. Michael Carroll says, have you noticed the price of rhodium is like $2,300 a freaking ounce? Yes, I have noticed that. I bought an ounce. Ooh, Alan Gold is wearing a Borat onesie. Well, you are banned from the calendar that we're going to be releasing. We won't be able to see Alan Gold with a Borat onesie with the Kim Jong-il head on it. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a T-shirt idea. I'm gonna exploit Alan Gold's name, and it'll be a Borat body with a Borat onesie with Alan Gold's head. And I'm going to say this is the face of a troll. I don't know what I'm going to say with it, but I'll think of something. Wolfie is working like a bum. File shared says, he reminds me of a pompous dad, teaches the financial ignorant to be good debt slaves. Mike Maloney came to his channel and offered to school him on what money is. He didn't respond. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Gilliamon Charles says, is there a difference between the price and value of gold or silver? Price of gold, okay, goes through a long thing there. Pretty cool. I encourage you to watch the video at the end of the stream, or the end of the video. There is an end card there, or an end screen that has a link to the video that talks about the difference between price and value. Metallic Miner says it's hard to buy cheap silver in the UK. That's for sure because of that. I've been lucky and managed to buy secondhand silver rounds at $13.11 an ounce, including shipping. This was months ago. Some UK bullion dealers they're fixing their prices, especially Queen's Beast 2-ounce coins. Yeah, it's too bad. Those taxes in the UK and Europe are horrible. All right, now let's discuss Alan Gold's comment here. I want to know, he says, Ramsey's conclusion makes sense after watching a trembling stacker wearing OJ gloves implore losers not to give up on metals. Clowns like Sal are the reason metals are dying. Well, first of all, it's Salivate for short. It's much easier to say. Remember that. Always address me as Salivate from now on, Alan Gold. Number two, where was I trembling in the video? I've really got to know. And I need to know where the trembling occurs and why you think I was trembling. Let's wait for an answer from All Caps Gold on that front. And then we're going to ask him about his interpersonal relationship with David Casper and what's going on there, because I'm not seeing him on his live streams. So let's get the answer from Alan Gold and make sure that Alan Gold will do the right thing and kiss up and apologize to Dave Casper. I don't even know if they're at odds, but if they are, I'm going to take Dave Casper's side. Dave is correct, and Alan Gold is wrong. It's always the case. Alan Gold needs to submit. All right, so Alan Gold, let's get an answer quickly. You can type in all caps, which means you're probably a fast typer. You don't need to worry about putting the shift in capital letters. You can just type it all out really quickly there. You can put a period at the end of the whole thing. You can even have your sentences run together. Let's get an answer. You tremble worse than old corn. Now, what do you mean by that? You just repeated the same thing. You said, watching a trembling stacker. What does that mean? And then we'll get to the Dave Casper thing. Okay. It'd be easier if you just come on here and we could talk about this, but you're going to have to type, which used to be a very slow typer because there's still nothing coming out. Man, give me a blue wrench. I can give a wrench to knock Alan over the head with it. Come on. I tremble all the time. What does he mean by tremble? I don't know. I don't understand it. Caps lock is sexy back. I know you're avoiding the subject. Okay, all right. We know how much you love capital letters, all right? Oh my gosh. Alan, Eric, that's good. I think Alan Gold is secretly Stacking Nerd's former boss. Oh, if only Stacking Nerd was here to see that. Oh, that is the best. That is the absolute best takedown of all time. Shake it. Where am I shaking? Was I literally shaking in that video? Was I shaking? I have to watch it again. Don't make me go back and watch the video. Was I really shaking? Like physically shaking? I know I probably wasn't very articulate in the video. Maybe I was. I don't know. Because it's actually got me concerned. Sometimes if I'm hungry, I shake. Anyways, all right. Anyways, okay. Dizzy News Network, DNN. All right, now let's shift now. Okay, so we're not going to get a really straight answer out of Alan Gold about that. Let's try to mend fences between Alan Gold and Dave Casper. I don't even know if there's any mending that needs. Maybe they're getting along. He's messing with me. Yeah. Well, I thought I'm taking it personally what he says, Barbara. I'm taking it. It's hurting my feelings. I'm thinking, well, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm trembling in there. Maybe, I don't know, man. Sometimes Alan Gold, out of all that meanness, sometimes, okay, Poppy Stuff. Hey, I appreciate you coming by, my friend, and putting up with me. And by the way, ladies, I hope I didn't offend you with that talk of the calendar earlier. But thanks for coming on, Poppy. You're awesome. I appreciate you. All right, so Alan Gold, let's discuss your relationship with, let's get a status of your relationship with Dave Casper, quickly. Let's see here. Okay. Thomas Bessler says, there are nice shiny coins. Things are going to change. Gold and silver is money. We have a democracy, but we are a republic. The democracy will fail. The republic will be the one we use the money if the money is gold and silver. Coin, not paper, debt, notes, and who is stupid? Yep, that's right. Okay. All right. Love you, Poppy. Love you. Mean it. Awesome. Dave found the woman dumb enough to come on his property. Oh, okay. And I'm not even aware of that. Hello, Lemonhead Penny. Good to see you, my friend. Don't sound no. Tremble after making love, says CCT. Hillbilly will get her. Who is this? I'm not up to privy on that. I'm not what is this? Is this does Dave have some new girlfriend or something? And maybe the girl got in the way to where Dave is not a cool cat to hang out with or something. I don't know. All right, let's see here. All right. Unlimited knowledge. Hey, Sal, precious metals are always worth something. Correction. Germany's hyperinflation was rising at its highest in January 24, almost 10 years before Hitler came into power. That's right. That's right. It was in the 20s when that happened. All right. Health Babe says, comments from Dave Ramsey will be a good topic for discussion in your conspiracy section. My conspiracy theory is that he might have built strong position in ETF future from the beginning of this year since the equity market tumbled. And this month, he might be crushed by the falling price. That might be the reason why he calls us stupid. This is a very typical reaction when people lost a significant amount of cash from their speculation. What are yours and others' conspiracy theories? Yeah. You know, I don't know. My guess is probably This is something that I just think really it's as simple as he just has a profound misunderstanding of what gold and silver's purpose is. And it's going to take a paradigm shift to really understand what it really is. He thinks of things through the lens of investments and about debt and everything like that. He doesn't see it from the point of view that we see here. Okay, the Maestro Way. All right, the Maestro Way is here. Everybody run, says Alan Gold. The Maestro Way, I've been trying to get all caps gold to come in here. Let's see here. So what we'll do here is we're going to send out a link and see if we can get people to come in here for a moment. Let's see here. Let's see. Whoever wants to pop in, maybe the Maestro Way will come in and taunt Alan Gold as I'm doing. Oh, she left so she could post a vid. Okay, Eric. Man, I wish you could have seen your comment. I tell you what, dude, that was classic. That was the best insult I have ever heard. Alan Gold didn't even get it because he didn't see what it was said, but that was the funniest thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see here. Or am I out? Well, you're still gonna say, oh, okay, it's talking about something else. All right. The Allen to gold. Hey, the Allen to gold ratio. Let's talk about the Allen to gold ratio. Yes, indeed. There's the link. So maybe we can get somebody in here to discuss the Allen to gold ratio. It is not investment as far as I'm concerned, health pay. That's right. Yeah, I agree. And I think it's a paradigm shift of thinking. And I think that's probably not conspiratorial. Yes, Eric is good for a zinger or two. Yes, indeed. Real knee slapper. That's pretty good, Alan Gold. And and the thing is, and that's just it. I can hear Alan Gold actually say that. When he says a real knee slapper, I can just hear that in his voice, which is why I wish he would come on here. It would be fun. But will he click that link above? I'd almost bet half my silver stack he won't. But I'm not going to actually do that because then he would actually. Hey, Corn could come in here to the link above, but he's got to leave. Dang it. I don't know if the Maestro Way will come in and do some ASMR for us, and we can talk about the Allen to gold ratio. All right. Let's see. Okay, moving ahead here. Yankee Stacking says, my kids were actually taught Ray Ramsey's course in class, no less. Hold on a minute here. Let me capture this. I'm going to get another clipboard going here. I strongly agree with his views on debt and responsible budgeting, but PMs, he's so wrong. I agree. He's not right about PMs, that's for sure. All right. Sit on Sal's tower. And there's that link. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, Health Babe, we can try it. We can see. I think if you don't turn your camera on, it might work. If you're doing it from mobile, if you're at a computer, it'll probably be fine. But you can do it. And if Alan Gold wants to come in, and we've got Silver Wolverine here. The one and only Silver Wolverine right here with us.
Silver Honda.
Silver Honda. I'm sorry, Silver Honda. You know what? I think Silver Wolverine has the same avatar. All I see is silver on my screen, but it is Silver Honda. Sorry about that, my friend. Man, dang it. I guess I've been having my feet on the stars too long. They were getting burnt.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm outside right now. I can't really hear you too well.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. Anyways, good to see you, sir.
Oh, yes. How's everybody?
Oh boy, you're cutting out on us. It sounded like a blah. You might want to go back inside closer to your router, unless you have a. On the mobile devices, it seems like it doesn't really work quite as well.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's a little better there. Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably end up going out and probably have better reception if I go back inside my house.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So how's things going? Did you hear our conversation before about the calendar? I guess he can't hear me. He's still outside. It's probably hard to hear. Let's see. Dropping off his tower. Yeah, let's see here.
Okay, I can hear you better now.
Cool. Colonic Stackers here. All right, very good.
Now, what were you saying about a calendar, Sal?
Oh yeah, we talked about a calendar, a female stacker calendar. The revised ideas of the ladies of the community that would be willing to pose with a silver or gold coin that wouldn't have to show their face, fully clothed, of course, and do something like that. We talked about that earlier. It was fun.
Yeah, I was reading about it. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I would go for that. Yeah, with the ladies. They have to be in bikinis, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think I tested that. I poll tested that. I don't know. There was a little bit of reluctance. A little hesitation.
Yeah.
Silverback stacker. We've got with us silver Hondas inside right now, and inside here we've got maybe Health Babe might try to join in.
Yep, and trying to get Alan Gold to come in too, right?
Alan Gold, we're trying to get Alan Gold. The Maestro way, I'm surprised he hasn't come in yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll come in.
Maybe. I think honestly, hey, somebody who is named Silver Honda who drives a blue Honda, that should get people.
Yeah, I think you need a calendar with all blue Hondas in it. I think
that's right.
That would be pretty cool too.
Guess what Colonic Stacker said? He said David Ramsey is speaking heresy and should be imprisoned. The Salivation Nation needs to create a penal colony where we can house these people. Oh my goodness. Craziness. That's hardcore. Part-time Prepper says it's stupid not to have insurance. I'll have to watch that video. I've only watched Dave a few times, and so I have to see how he said it. Yes, indeed. It's always good to see context, indeed. I agree. All right, very good. Bozo's here. Good to see you guys. Dave Ramsey's daughter composed on a calendar. Oh my gosh.
Is Silver Wolverine still here? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think he had to split out. I don't know where he's at. I thought it was. I don't know where he's at.
Okay.
Alan Gold still hasn't joined us. CCT. Well, it might be. If CCT joined us, it's probably so late he might wake up the wife, and I'll put the link out there one more time just in case. We're not going to be on too much longer.
Yeah, I should be going soon anyway. I got supper ready just about, and
it's one more chance, just in the off chance maybe Alan Gold accidentally clicks on it and comes in by accident.
Yeah,
it could just do that and say, "Oops, I joined by accident." That's all right. Stay, and then we'll make him feel welcome. We'll give him we'll roll out the carpet for him. It won't be red carpet. It'll be some sort of, probably like one of those shag carpets, the dark brown shag, kind of gaudy looking carpet.
Yeah.
Is the guy on the Sal show the strongest gay? No, it's Silver Honda. Silver Wolverine's going to be on in a few.
Silver Wolverine's coming on?
I think so. He says he says be on in a few.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool if he comes on. That's great.
Yeah,
love his videos.
Oh yeah, he's got a good channel
every day.
He's got a good channel for sure.
Yeah. Oh yes, I love it.
Oh, Bozo says he thinks that I'm in love with Bikini Coin Girl, hence the calendar. Oh boy. No. Okay, let's see what Bogus Fiats has to say. Bogus Fiat says David Ramsey's mainstream, so the fact that he downplays gold and silver is not a stretch. Let's see here. Can you see the screen? You can't see because you're still outside, aren't you? You can't see the screen.
No, I'm an inside now because I get better. It's thunderstorming down.
Yeah, much better reception. We can hear you better now.
Yeah, it's thundering. A lot of rain here lately, so trying to come inside. I thought I could get better reception.
Yeah. Anyways, he's talking about David Ramsey's has affiliations with money managers or brokers who don't make commissions on clients' precious metals holdings. So why should he pump PMs? He might lose advertisers. Hey, that's true.
Now, who is that exactly? Is David Ramsey? It's just analysis of money.
He's a talk show host that talks about fiscal responsibility and getting out of debt.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I never even heard of them. No, I haven't even
All right,
heard of them.
CCT, sleep well tonight, man. Thanks for staying on with me. Appreciate it. Still got these candies here, the crunchies, and have more of them sometime. Thank you very much, CCT.
See you later, CCT.
Right. Mark is here. Mark Base. Can you hear me, Mark? Can you say something so we can hear you? Abaddon 3718 says maybe PMs have been volatile over the past few decades, but they still seem more stable to me than most stocks. Yes, indeed, I agree. And with all the housing bubbles, even real estate sometimes, cash might as well be shrink-a-dink toy from the 80s. I still prefer my assets physical as opposed to sitting in the bank. The fact the U.S. government and most other governments are always trying to track how much gold its citizens have is reason enough for me to think it's worth having some. Amen. Press 1 if you have the number 1 on your keyboard.
Well, I'm not near my keyboard.
I know. I was making fun of Tricky Guy. He always wants you to press 1 for something. The reason we attend these chat sessions is because it helps slow down your consumption of an incredible variety of toxins. Yes, it does, Tricky Guy. That's good. Mark is in the hangout just to be in the hangout. He don't want to talk. Okay, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to talk. Well, I know last time he had trouble with his microphone, so.
Yeah, I'm using my phone because I don't have a mic on my computer.
Right. Yankee Stacking says, but I tell you that my Ramsey educated kids and I had some interesting conversations about PMs over the years. He's all in dollar cost averaging with the markets. Old school vice doesn't see the value much in preserving wealth with gold and silver. Yes. On the common misconception the stock market and bond market will only go up after correction. However, we are in a very different territory these days. Not only is it in a bubble, but the mother of all bubbles. That's right. The next pop will result in a dollar crisis. And Ramsey's advice in regards to PMs will be tossed on the economic trash heap of history, in my opinion. Yeah.
I love these silver prices going down. These spot prices dropping. It's great. I love it.
I like it too.
I've been going to my coin store, local coin store, about twice a week now, picking up Eagles. I'm getting fascinated by it, you know. So I hope it goes up a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, I agree. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. Alan suddenly got quiet. Alan will just leave without saying goodbye. It's really rude, actually. But he probably left. And if he's gonna leave, he should at least say goodbye. See, like Patriots for Trump is saying goodbye. Peace out, Salivation Nation. Appreciate you coming by, my friend.
All right, peace out. Yep, Patriots for Trump.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Silver Wolverine. Now, what are your thoughts about a gold and guns calendar? I came up with that idea all by myself. No, I'm kidding.
I think that's an awesome idea.
That's Eric came up with that. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Barbara made him leave. Barbara offended him and made Alan Gold leave. My microphone is muted. Okay, says Mark B. I wonder if you can, is there a way to unmute it? I don't know.
Hey, Silver Wolverine.
Hey, what's up?
I see that you got a lot of criticism on that Trump medallion video that you made.
Well, I mean, that was expected. I mean, I was expecting probably 50-50. I think it was a little bit more to the positive than a negative, but
yeah. I seen that. I go, man, you really got slapped on the wrist with that video. I thought. I go, that's sad, but it is what it is, you know. But I still think it was a great video. But
you know, guys, I just took a look at the time. I've been on for over 2 hours now.
Okay.
And Mateo Man says the last Sharknado just started. So I'm probably going to head out of here. But, hey, I appreciate you guys. We had a fun time. It's been a great chat and interview with International Stacker. Thanks, you guys, for coming in and keeping me company these last few moments. It's been fun. I hope you have a wonderful beginning of the week, and we will see you probably Tuesday.
Yep. I'll be at work, but I'll be listening.
Sounds good. Got to take care of those patients. Thanks, my friend.
That's it. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my president, my fellow patriots. have a good rest of your weekend.
Thanks, you too. You all take care. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya.
Yeah.